here's the ARTIC PC pack. On the front we've got the ARTIC PC recruitment number, and then we've got two options. So we've got tick for when pack is used, and then we've got recruit needs CRF2. So that means if they need to have lung function at the end of the 28 days, then we have to tick that. And then in the pack we have two boxes. So this box is for the throat swabs, and inside we have two throat swabs, a green one and a purple one. And then we've got a form to complete. So what I do is I complete it and then I photocopy it so I know that I've got a record of it just in case it goes missing anywhere. And then you put that back in, and then once you've taken the swabs, they go into here, and then both swabs go into this bag here, and you send it away. In here we've got the blood samples. So we do a finger prick for the children, and we've got two bottles. Having a finger prick and filling all that up, it could take quite a while. I've been told only to fill it up to the first line there for finger pricks. So once you've done your samples, you put them back in here, and then you put them into the bag, and you complete this form. When you do your consent form, the blue copy has to go off with this sample. In here we have a card about the study. If the patient is randomised to taking the drug, we must give this, just in case anything happens, they have an allergic reaction, anything untoward, and they end up going to A&E or to their local out of hours. We write their name, what date they started the medication, the ID and the medication ID, which is on the box of the medication, and our local number here. So I write in my contact number and the surgery number. On this card it also has unblinding, so if they do go to out of hours or A&E, then they can call this number and follow the instructions. And on the back it's just information about the CI. There is a full patient information sheet for the parent and also a short version. Next we have guardian parent consent to contact form. We complete this so it gives Southampton the go-ahead to call the parent if needed, to chase up any diaries or anything or any other reason. Then we have the child assent form. I generally give this to children who I think would complete it, who like to write, and who show an interest in doing it. Next we have the CRF, so there's 4 pages. It talks about the inclusion and exclusion criteria, background information, the symptoms of the child, the medical examination, and whether we think it has, if the child has pneumonia or not. Obviously if it's got pneumonia then we cannot randomise them. And on the back it just talks about any further drugs that's used and any medications that's being prescribed. Now we have a number of forms for the intervention. So we've got a chest x-ray form, and we've got a blood sample form, and a throat sample form. Whatever we do on the patient, then obviously we fill out the form. I tend to photocopy everything, so I've got an audit trail of who's had what, so if I get asked, then I can just refer to the child's file. Lastly, we've got a certificate for the child to have to say well done for helping us, so we give that to them, and I also give them a sticker. And this is the 28-day diary that is so important for the study. On the front page, there are instructions on how to do it, to complete it, and then they just work through the diary day by day until they reach an endpoint where they're not having symptoms anymore. And we ask the parent to complete that, and then they must send it back in this free post envelope.